Yo, welcome to LowerBitrate number 13. Lucky 13.
Welcome, everybody.
Welcome. Shout outs to Bang Energy Drink for wiring me the fuck up.
Even today?
Yeah, like right now. I just drank half of it. Pretty sure that's not right. You shouldn't do that, but it's okay.
You're not supposed to drink half of it?
Yeah, within 30 seconds.
I see.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, wow.
That's how you get through the day.
Hey, Bang Energy Drink, please sponsor this podcast. How about that? So Lou can get at least a lifetime supply. I know those things aren't cheap.
You're going to be nice. I'm going to be like, hey, Bang Energy Drink, give us money.
Well, thank you guys for listening to the podcast, and thank you for reviewing the podcast. We really appreciate it. Podcast, I do it for fun. It's a lot of fun. So thanks for listening. It's an escape every week. Please keep my dog in your thoughts. We're starting a new treatment tomorrow, but just wanted to say a little thank you.
Yes. Prayers to the floof. Sir
Good
Sass.
Vibes. Trying to soak up all the good vibes.
Mm-hmm. What you been doing all week?
Well, I feel guilty. I feel like a bad gamer. I've just been overwhelmed with real life stuff, some pretty serious stuff. And I have just been vegging out watching Netflix or watching Star Trek. Yeah, I'm still recharging. I was about to pick up Breath of the Wild, but then we hit a little bump with my dog's health. And so that threw me off. But man, yeah, the stress has been so high. I haven't even been gaming.
Listen, and there's nothing wrong with that. I don't think you should feel bad about taking a break from gaming. Sometimes that shit gets toxic, man. Keeping up with all the games and being an adult.
Yeah.
You know, I can't fucking plow 16-hour days playing games anymore.
Oh, those were good days.
Oh, yeah. I just physically can't do it anymore. I'm fucking old. So, yeah.
It's true.
Breaks are good.
I mean, I'm tuned into gaming news and I'm online a bunch, but yeah, just haven't been playing anything this week.
What have you been watching besides Star Trek Picard?
I like Schitt's Creek, as I mentioned last time. I randomly started watching this documentary on HBO called McMillions. I don't know if anybody else is watching that. I don't know if it's popular, but it's entertaining. It's about this McMillions. It's about how the Monopoly game run by McDonald's was hacked and a lot of money was stolen. I think back in the 80s. I mean, quite a long time ago.
Oh.
So they're just slowly telling the story of how that happened.
That's very interesting. HBO's documentaries are mostly always on point.
Mm-hmm. I just was like, how are they? I thought it was going to be 60 to 90 minutes. So I was like, yeah, I'll watch this documentary. And then I was like, oh no, they're dragging this out. It's a series. So I guess it's true crime, but it's not violent crime. I do like true crime, but that stuff is so heavy. Always some poor mother gets murdered horribly, and that's the story, the beginning of the story. So this is a little bit lighter.
Yeah, harmless crime, but a crime nonetheless, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Those are always the most interesting to watch and unfold, because people in the 80s were crafty.
Yeah, you could get away with a lot, because there wasn't technology where you could put chips in things. It's not high security. It was just handled. I don't want to spoil anything, but they were explaining the security run to keep the game, because it's basically a lottery. So how they would hand it off to person, I was like, man, that's not done today, where you just like hand things to people and hope it gets to its destination.
If anybody's
Like, good luck.
interested on McMillions, it's I think episode 3 just dropped.
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, so every Monday, I don't know what time it comes out, but every Monday. The next episode will be on the 24th, so you have some time to catch up.
And just watch it and tell me if it's dumb or not, but I've been watching it.
I love people that commit crimes and never got caught. Did he get caught? I don't know. We'll find out.
Yeah, I don't know. I want to find out. So what about you? What's been going on this week?
Okay, so going to the gym, personal update, keeping with it. I just have to tell myself I'm a fat slob every single time, and I eventually get there. That's fine. That's cool. Nothing of note. But last time we spoke on the podcast, I was excited about Wilson, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it released. It released on the 13th. I believe that was a Thursday. Yeah. What a shit show.
Oh.
Listen, I understand the game launches are hard, especially when you pay like streamers to play it, and people are itching. It's at a time where like Path of Exile has already gone down. People are not playing anymore. Only the people that are playing are, people who are just getting into it, or we're a little bit late, right? I've been done. I'm waiting for the next league to see if it's something I want to play. So you have this big hunger for an ARPG, right? Diablo season is already winding down. Nobody's playing that. So you see this new ARPG coming out. Looks great. It looks beautiful. It is a solid looking game. It's on the Cry engine, which kind of blew my mind. I was like, what? So it looks solid. It played okay, but they just put too many things into this update. It went from probably 10% or 15% complete to like 90-ish% complete in this one update. So yeah,
do you remember how big the update was, like in file size?
It was a couple of gigs. It was like anywhere from, I want to say 5 to 10 gigabytes.
I'm just curious. Yeah.
Yeah, it was 5 to 10 gigabytes, but it's a little bit weird. It's like you can kind of see what they're trying to go for. Like you can't take your offline character online, so they're trying to preserve some integrity with the online characters, which makes no sense because that game is buggy as hell. I have so much gold in the game. There's a glitch in the game where you can keep multiplying gold. I don't even know what the number is. It's too big to fit in the bar.
That's like me when I play Skyrim. I'm like a bajillionaire for no reason.
It legitimately reminded me of the original caps glitch in Fallout New Vegas, where you would give the coins back or whatever, and you would get the caps constantly. Destroys the game. But I mean, gold doesn't really have anything. It's a decent solid game. I am level 60 something. I'm pushing the solo. There's no really ladder, but I'm just pushing the solo map thing. It's dope. It's a fun game, but that launch was complete shit. The game was down almost 90% of the weekend.
Ooh.
On a game that just released. And people were like, I don't want to play this shit no more because I can't get my old character. People were losing save progress, losing characters, losing items.
That's frustrating.
Yeah, I didn't play it for a full day, and I was like, you know what? Whenever they're done, then I'll play it again. So it's okay. It's pretty dope. Other than that, really haven't been playing anything, to be honest with you. It's just been like Wilson Gym, sleep.
What was the Jersey Shore thing? It was like eat, gym, tan, repeat or something. I forget. Gym, tan, laundry or I forget. Dumb.
Yeah, GTL or something like that.
Yeah.
GTFL.
It takes me back.
That is, yeah, it's GTFL. Why do I know that?
I used to watch Jersey Shore. That's trash TV show. Anyway, we don't have to talk about that. So what is on? I just have one more question about Wilson. What does online play look like for an ARPG? Like, what are you doing in the online world?
It could be different things. It depends on the ARPG. So, what basically happens, typically in an ARPG, is the more people that are in the map or Greater Rift or whatever, it scales the monsters up. So more health,
Okay.
more damage, but as a kind of reward, you get more magic find, which is like more items that can drop and more quantity of items or quality of items. I don't know exactly how it works in Wilson, but usually it's just quantity of items. So you just loot explosions. That's typically how it is.
That's cool. That sounds like fun.
It is fun. It's decent, and that game is absolutely fucking busted. By the way.
Do you think they'll patch it? You know, is it? Are they promising to fix it?
Yeah, a patch rolled out this morning at 4 a.m. So about I think like 10 a.m., 9 a.m. their time. They're French. And it fixed one of the more egregious bugs in the game, which I was abusing.
They always go for the good cheeses first.
Oh yeah, it was too good to pass up. Like, come on, 50 times multiplicative damage based on your block. Come on.
That's awesome.
That is nasty. But I did play it a little bit today. I've been super busy doing a whole bunch of things. My mom's birthday is in a couple days. And yeah, I played a little bit. The build, it's okay. It's not as nutty as it was before, like last night, but it's still okay.
Okay.
It's decent.
Well, good luck, Wilson.
Yeah. Okay, so we got a whole bunch of new hardware to talk about.
Yeah.
This one surprised me. I knew about the Animal Crossing Switch. The Animal Crossing Switch, I plan on taking advantage of a parent that's not going to be able to get it. But there's a Coral Switch, you told me?
Yeah, they announced a Coral Switch. You know, hey, guys, are you going to get the little Coral Switch Lite? They're just rolling out all sorts of cute things.
Yeah, is this going to be like a general release, like along with the other colors?
Good question. I don't know.
It looks like it. From at least what I'm seeing, like GameStop has it. Yeah, I'm surprised at this color. It's a decent color. I mean, I personally, it kind of looks like a peach to me in the renders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I wonder what it looks like in person, like what these colors look like.
They're decent. The Switch lights look really good. The best one though is the Pokemon one.
Yeah.
That one is like so buttery.
Like the Sword and Shield one, or like the Pikachu or Eevee one. Okay. Oh,
yeah, the Switch Lite specifically.
Okay.
I mean, it's a little bit different from the regular Switch. You could buy like, have you ever customized your Switch?
I haven't. A little bit. Like I bought a skin, little like thumb caps, but nothing that's not easily just like taken off.
Yeah, I've been thinking about it, but I never pulled the trigger on like actually getting the housing for it.
Yeah, I've seen some cool mods though.
Yeah, if I do go for it,
yeah,
if I do go for it, it's gonna be translucent, like 100%.
Yeah, that was what I was about to say. I saw some pictures of like an N64 styled Switch. I thought that was really cool.
The atomic purple.
Yeah, the old so good. Translucent one. Hello, nostalgia.
Yeah, but I don't really. I mean, personally, I don't use the Joy-Cons too much at all. Actually.
Yeah, you use the Pro controller.
Yeah, the Pro controller or the GameCube one. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't blame you. Easier to use. It was very hard playing Luigi's Mansion with 2 Joy-Cons. I had trouble aiming the vacuum where I needed to, which is one hand. Like I needed to have both hands like stabilized on a controller.
With the motion controls, huh?
Yeah, motion controls were fun.
Turn that shit off. I had to. I still get like discombobulated even with the controller. Like where to aim it. It's weird.
Yeah, I mean it's tricky.
Yeah.
That's why the game was tricky.
Animal Crossing Direct came out today, right?
Yeah. This morning.
What do you think?
I didn't watch it, but I read the coverage of it. Apparently they touched on a whole bunch like that we didn't know about the game, like how the world is formed, like the environments you'll see. But in my opinion, the biggest thing was they talked about the multiplayer because I was curious about that aspect of the game. It's so limited in Animal Crossing Pocket Camp, which is just on mobile. But this says that you'll be able to have 8 people on local play. And then there's a party play feature where you can have 4 friends in the same space online, which sounds really cool. Like to be able to play online with 4 friends. You can visit each other's islands and see each other's like houses or tents. I don't know. It sounds limited, but sounds cool.
Yeah, I fully expect this game to be very version 1. Yeah, I don't expect too much. I expect the core Animal Crossing gameplay to be a thing. And a little bit of multiplayer.
You think it's going to have a successful release?
Oh yeah, this game is, people are itching for Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing has such a strong fan base.
Mm-hmm.
They'll do anything for an Animal Crossing game. This is one of the games that are like, this is like on the level of like Mario or Zelda or Metroid.
I just hope it delivers because I see the avid fan base on Twitter and just online talking about how excited they are about this release, how long they've been waiting for it. I hope it does not disappoint. I hope it delivers.
Yeah, I mean I hope so too. I mean, more successes on the Switch means that Nintendo is going to be able to take more risks in with the IPs that they put out.
Okay.
So yeah, first party Nintendo titles, I'll support them, but some of them are going to be bare bones like Pokemon was.
Yeah.
I think this is going to follow the same suit. Now, question, are you going to buy this? Is the question that I want to ask people.
Yeah. I want to buy it. I want to play it.
Okay. I'm not. Because I'm not going to play this.
Have you played an Animal Crossing?
I think the Pocket Camp one
Mm-hmm.
for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this is cool. A Nintendo game on my phone. Delete.
Yeah. You could spend a lot of money in that game. It's dangerous.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, most of my friends wouldn't play this shit, so I'm not going to play it.
Mm-hmm.
I would rather like put my efforts into something else.
Mm-hmm.
It's just not my type of game.
Yeah, I can understand that.
It's a little bit like it's under what I would consider putting hours into. Like a game that looks very similar to this in like, you have an island and you could like branch out and you plant things or whatever, is like Forager. Forager is like Animal Crossing and like Stardew Valley on fucking speed. That game is a little bit too fast for me. I'm like, shit, slow down.
Yeah. Yeah, I've seen gameplay of it.
Yeah. I don't know. I might.
I'm just hoping that it's successful, but there's 2 things that they revealed: that there's no cloud saves, and then there's no, as usual with the Switch, there's no voice, or texting in the game. So they're releasing a game with multiplayer, but no way to communicate in game.
I think
And
that's a safety feature, to be honest with
yes,
you.
there's nothing to moderate. Um, but I'm like, how can you have multiplayer where you have no way to communicate with each other? It just seems odd to me.
I mean, most people now really just play games and be in Discord.
Okay.
I would say a good majority of people do that. And if you're a young kid, then you shouldn't be fucking voice and text chatting with strangers. I'm sorry.
True.
Just because you have a cell phone doesn't make you fucking 18 and legal.
I mean, in mobile Nintendo games, the like one with your Mii's and you'd visit your friends, it just had like set responses that you could choose from. So I'm like, will there be that in the game? So you can just, say hi and bye to each other at least, or, some sort of like generic phrase, nothing that's going to be traumatic to anyone. It keeps it really G rated.
I hope so. Have you ever played Splatoon 2?
No.
Okay. There's a feature where you can like draw things and be in like the town or whatever and people can see your drawings. The
Mm-hmm.
shit I've seen
Oh,
in that
no.
lobby. I'm like, dude, turn the game off. Go be a fucking child, please. You're like 13 talking about XYZ. Stop. Stop it.
Wow. I didn't know that was going on.
This was like maybe a year and a half ago or maybe a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's still going on. Don't want to find out. I uninstalled that fucking game. Um, yeah, this game I'll purchase. Like, I've been like really trying to get my mom into playing games,
Mm-hmm.
like brain food and stuff like that. I think I may have, may have like thrown her to the wolves in the beginning. I gave her Overcooked.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm sorry.
What were you
I
thinking?
don't know. That was funny though. Um, yeah. So I'm thinking something like this would be like her speed or whatever.
Overcooked is like a friendship ender game.
Yeah. You ever want to get like broken up with? Play Overcooked 2
Mm.
multiplayer.
Did she like? I picture her getting so frustrated. She like yells at you or something.
She's a
Did
button
she get
masher.
mad?
Nah, she doesn't get mad. I don't think so. I don't think she understands anything that's going on to get upset. She's just happy to be there.
Cool.
Yeah. March 20th, 2020. One last thing about Animal Crossing.
Mm-hmm.
They confirmed amiibo support.
Oh yeah.
PSA: don't overpay for these amiibos. If
Yeah.
you would like, there's something called Google, and you could Google something called Amiibo NFC tag dumps. And if you have,
Aren't those like illegal?
they're illegal to produce and sell. They're not illegal to have. Um,
Wow, complicated.
Ask me why I know that. Uh, yeah, so don't overpay for the old ones. They're not worth it. I promise you that. Get your NFC tags. They're really cheap to make. They're like 50 cents to $1 per tag. You need an Android phone and an app that's free. Just Google it, NFC tag amiibo, and it'll set you up. Don't overpay for that shit, but buy the new ones, obviously, because that's kind of not kosher, I guess.
People like them as collectibles though, because they're amazing little statues. I just remember those Breath of the Wild ones. Whew, they were expensive, but they were really pretty.
Guess who cashed in
Yeah.
or cashed out? Actually, I had all my amiibos
Mm-hmm.
from the old ones, the old Zelda ones.
Mm-hmm.
I sold the Sheik one out of box for $100. I
Cool.
sold Zelda, I think it was for like 60. I think she was missing an arm or some shit.
How?
I don't remember. I got it for free.
Oh.
And I think that was it. I sold the other ones in box, just flipped them because Toys R Us. I had somebody that worked there.
Nice.
Yeah. March
Got the
20th.
hookup.
Get it if you'd like. PAX East.
Yeah, PAX East is coming up next week, February 27th. I was just interested in the game releases, but then Sony pulled out of PAX East like 2 days ago, was it?
I think it was like yesterday.
Oh man, yesterday was a long day. So yesterday, Sony pulled out of PAX East and it's next week. Like, what kind of a financial hit did they take with that decision?
Probably
Really
fucked
makes me
up the
curious.
entire floor plan too.
If you look, yeah, you can give it a Google, but Sony was, right in the middle of the floor there, and they had 3 spots. So it was going to be PlayStation, and I bet it was, they didn't say anything about The Last of Us 2, but I think people were hoping that was going to be there.
Yeah, I think that's why most people are mad, is they want to get a little bit of a sneak peek at Last of Us 2. But which is a little bit weird about like Sony pulling out, and especially for the reason. We'll talk about the reason in a little bit, but they don't have, it's assumed that this year is going to be the year of the PS5, right?
Yeah, I thought so.
I thought so as well. So if they pulled out of PAX East, so there's nothing to show there. They're not going to E3, and PlayStation Experience is like maybe 2-3 weeks before the holiday season. It's probably after the holiday season because I guess it technically starts at Black Friday. So I don't know what they're gonna do, what they're gonna show, how they're gonna generate hype. Maybe like the Sony ponies, they feel confident, the stable's strong. I don't know. What do you think? Okay, if you were in a position, you were a Sony pony, right? No offense if you're a Sony pony, listen to this and like hooving and like mad. I'm sorry. That's just it's a joke. Relax.
I've never heard that before.
The old joke.
Sony
This
pony.
is like 7 years old.
Okay. Stale
so
memes, got it.
I love still memes. Insert, it doesn't have to be Sony, right? Insert something that you're interested in or you were looking forward to, and they just pulled out. Like, how would that make you feel? Like, would you still go?
Yeah, what's interesting is PAX even made a statement about it. It was like the badge refund policy stands, which PAX has a very strict no refunds policy. And they were like, that still stands just because Sony pulled out. Like, we're not giving you your money back. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, Sony pulled out.
I don't know. Is there going to be a lot of people reselling badges? I don't know.
It basically
I would still go, like, because there's always more than one thing I'm interested in at these conventions. Maybe, maybe this was the sole reason some content creators or fans were going to PAX East. I just can't imagine that because of the cost. That'd be the only reason to, make the trip to a convention, no matter where you're coming from.
Yeah, PAX East was like, Sony pulled out. We're not. You're still paying, and that is an expensive ticket, by the way. I think that's one of the most expensive tickets I've ever seen for a convention.
Yeah,
$225 plus.
Well, because it's 4 days, right? It's February 27th through March 1st. I was going to compare it to TwitchCon. TwitchCon was it was expensive. So comparable to that. And this was when I went in 2017.
Yeah, I don't know how I'd feel about it if I pulled out of things for less. To be honest with you, I just psych myself out about being in public. Well, not public. Big areas with a lot of people that concentrated just doesn't. I don't like people. I don't like germs. Don't touch me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know how I'd feel. I think it's a little dick move that they're not gonna, offer refunds, or at least at the very least, let me pass on the badge to somebody else.
True.
that doesn't sit well with me. But whatever. The reason they gave was bullshit, though.
You're screwed if you're doing will call. You need your ID to pick up the badge. At least that's how it was at PAX South. So if you had your badge mailed to you, you could sell it.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That is how it works. That's only if you got it early.
Yeah, that's only. Yep. So, yeah. What a pickle. Okay, so quickly, the reason why Sony pulled out is they stated concern over the coronavirus. So they cited that it was for the safety of their employees. I mean, that if I was going to PAX East, that would make me feel uneasy.
Well, yeah, but listen, you have more chance of getting the flu there than the actual coronavirus.
I agree.
So, oh, and also, they did say that they're gonna, basically sanitize the place more than usual. So, boys with gamer butt, I'll get Purell, dude. You're gonna Purell your ass. That's gonna be great. No gamer butt 2020.
Nice.
Yeah, it's bullshit. Wash your hands. Don't touch things and touch your face. Common sense.
Or even if you're concerned, if you have a real concern about airborne sickness, things that you can get sick from, whether it's a coronavirus or, the common cold, like someone sneezes, gets on you somehow. Like where I watched someone from the World Health Organization, so like an expert in diseases and prevention, and there's videos you can watch. Like you just buy this little thin mask and just wear that when you're at the convention. Like there's things you can do to stay healthy.
Get yourself an anime one too. Ooh woo.
Yeah. There's no science behind the weeb face masks, but there is science behind these special masks that have like a little filter inside, like doctors wear.
Yeah, just write ooh woo in your filtered mask. You'll be
exactly. Good. Yeah, you'll be good. Yeah, put your health. Your health should be your priority. Whatever you need to do to keep yourself healthy, only you can make those decisions. So wear your mask or sell your PAX badge. I don't know.
And wash your butt.
Feel is best. Wash your butt.
Dove soap does wonders. One more convention to talk about, E3. E3 is not until a little ways out. Maybe we got 4 months or so?
Yeah.
You excited?
I am. I always watch the coverage. Watch the pressers. There might not be big reveals, but I'll still watch it. It used to be bigger. Like the reveals were bigger because it was just press allowed there. But I still will watch it. It's like video game Super Bowl. It's like draft day for games. I don't know if you have ever watched the NFL or NBA draft, but it's exciting.
Yeah, I watched the first 50 minutes and then
it's not my bag, but that's what E3 feels like for nerds.
Yeah, I mean, it's lost a little bit of its luster though last few years.
Yeah, there's been they let in fans 2 years ago, I believe, just 2 years ago.
Yeah.
That really changed the convention. Things evolve and change, but that was a big change for E3 because it was only open to members of the press before that for a long time, like 20 years, I think. So
yeah,
huge change.
It lost a little bit of its allure to me. E3 is at its best when it's media to business, business to business communications, and everybody gets all the information via live stream or the content on these sites. I don't know. It just feels very we want to be Comic-Con of the gaming world kind of thing. And Comic-Con and E3 have this different ethos about them, E3 is supposed to be the biggest show where everybody shows their good shit that's supposed to be coming this year, following, and in the future, right? We've seen really big games unveiled at this place, and also really shit ones like Fallout 76.
I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, 16 times bigger. Woo. I don't know. It's lost a little bit of its allure for me personally, and a lot of big names are pulling out of it. Nintendo won't be there. Nintendo basically like switched to directs exclusively to get information out to people.
Yeah, and
Um,
Sony's following suit too.
yeah. So like, what is the big draw of E3? The PC show is like not a big show. The biggest ones are the AAA developers and the console makers. Say what you will about the Thumb Warriors, but they have the biggest draw. Um, I don't know. We'll see. I don't want to like write them off 4 months
Mhm.
away, but I'm expecting a cringe fest to be honest. It always is though, right?
Yeah, but you're gonna watch it though.
Oh fuck yeah, for the memes. Like that EA guy that was like swearing up a storm, making everybody uncomfortable. That was my favorite shit. What
I
was
always
that?
watch the Devolver one too because they do like a little cinematic feature. So I find it entertaining, even though it's super weird.
Yeah, I mean, I think that since the format of the show has changed, and I don't know if media has a harder chance of getting access to the things that they want to access and write about or do content about. I'm not sure if there's like a hidden channel that they go through or whatever, but the way to deliver um, E3 news, if they're gonna do like a show like that, it needs to change.
Yeah.
The big ballroom unveils or whatever, it's getting a little bit old. They need to like hire somebody to figure it out. You know.
Yeah. Cool.
That's
Well,
just my
I'm looking
thoughts on
forward to E3. Anyway,
it.
I'm not going, but I'll watch it.
Yeah, I'm not going either. I don't. Where is it? It's in Staples Center, right?
I think it's in LA. Forgot. But it used to be a goal of mine to go to E3. I've been streaming for almost 5 years now. Um, and one of the reasons I started streaming is I saw it a way to, get into the game industry, or even, gaming journalism. And so it was a goal of mine to keep streaming and make it to E3. Um, I don't feel as motivated anymore personally, but that's E3 is still really important to me. I love it. I'll
You
watch
don't
it.
feel motivated to like get there, like as like a capstone of like accomplishment.
Not so much anymore, because the convention changed. It's not the vibe of like journalism anymore. It's a fan fest, like you described. It's more like a Comic-Con now.
Yeah.
That's my impression. Please chime in in the feedback if you disagree. Have you gone to E3? Let me know how it is.
Yeah. And what are your favorite shows or conventions that happen throughout the year? Maybe there's like some that we're missing, some like
Mm-hmm.
hidden gems that offer a better experience or something different at least.
So there's one more thing I'd like to talk about,
All right, hit
and
me.
that is Star Trek. I've been watching Picard. I'm caught up on that. And I know it's difficult to watch because it's only on CBS's streaming, which is not great. And you have to pay for unless you pirate it. But it's the show is really different. Like if you're expecting TNG 2, you're not going to get that. It's what I liked about TNG with Picard as the captain was that every episode they'd have a conflict and it would resolve, and it was a happy little story and like a happy little snack for your brain to watch an episode. Um, and this show is not that at all. It's this ongoing conflict episode to episode that's pretty intense. It's more like Discovery than it is TNG.
Hmm. So they basically took. Would you say that the story progression is like Discovery? Like very similar?
Yes. Yes, very slow unfolding, and yeah, it's a modern sci-fi, which is cool, like the AI and the technology but yeah, they're taking their time with it.
Yeah, I think the sitcom is dead. The episode to episode, the peak in conclusion, I think that form of TV is dead. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
Already, it's like I haven't seen any of it because LOL, CBS, you're not getting any of my fucking money.
Yeah.
I'll watch it when it comes to something else. But how's the quality to you, right? Is it on par of like modern television?
I mean, what is modern television? Netflix?
No, I would say I don't want to say Game of Thrones, but I like the quality of it, like the quality of the story and like the visuals. Like, are the visuals appealing to you? Do you like them?
Yeah. The CGI is great. I like all the alien races, so I like the costumes. So yeah, it's a good modern sci-fi. But oh, I'm just really happy. I don't know if you saw Discovery, but Klingons in Discovery were very different. Like unrecognizable in my opinion as Klingons, like as we've known for decades. So man. So far we haven't seen what Picard's Klingons are gonna look like, but how can they look different from Worf? Like, I don't know. Lieutenant Worf was Picard's Klingon.
Hmm. I'm expecting memes.
Yeah, there should be memes. Ooh, it's just mostly Romulans and Vulcans right now, but give me more aliens, please.
Okay, so one more question and we can end on this. Are you, as a Star Trek fan, right? You're a fan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is this a satisfactory attempt?
Yeah, it's really nice to see Jean-Luc Picard, but this show, I hope if you don't want to be spoiled, you have stopped listening, but Picard is this hero, kind of figure. But this show has been, it should have been called, instead of Picard, it should be called The Failings of Picard. He let down a lot of people. And every episode we find out someone else he forgot about, left behind, failed in some way. And it's been a real, the exposing of Picard's just mistakes. Like he was this wise, discerning, stable captain. And now we're seeing it's almost like they're trying to tell us he's not such a good guy, which is so strange to me.
Try to make him relatable. That's interesting to me.
Yeah, it's really, really different.
Okay, one final question. I said the last one was a final question, but this one more interesting. Would you have preferred Picard, the TV show on CBS, for 8 to 10 episodes and a couple seasons, or Patrick Stewart in a Star Trek movie for 2.5 hours?
Ooh. I have to see how the TV show ends, but maybe we'll see. Maybe it would be better in like a cinematic length type feature.
Yeah, that's always interesting to me because I think like most stories, some stories flow better on TV than they do in movies. And there's just some movies that are much better than the TV shows.
True.
Yeah, but we'll be back next week with some more memes.
Thanks for listening.
Yeah, thanks for listening. Have a good weekend. Be safe. Wash your hands. And wash your ass. Bye.
Stay healthy, everybody. And thanks for listening to episode 13.
Dab.